Sydney Stone, and today we're going to show you our rebuild process on the Duplo booklet making systems. The first step to this whole process is actually finding the systems. We've got 60 years of industry experience with dealers across North America to help us find Duplo booklet making systems. With that experience, we're able to pick up a system, maybe in northern New York or maybe in Florida, that might actually suit your needs, that we can bring back to our facility and rebuild. Okay, once we receive the machine, the first step to the rebuild is to do a running assessment. So we assemble the whole unit as we've done here, and then we'll turn it on to ensure that all of the bins are feeding properly, listen for any noises in the machine that will show that it's not acting correctly, and then from there we can go and have a more in-depth look. So let's complete our running assessment now. Okay, from running that assessment, we can certainly tell we need to look at the belts on those. As well, there's some mylar separating tabs that separate the sheets from each other, and we need to look at those as well. It sounds a bit rough, so we're going to have to look at the gears once we get the covers off and make sure everything's okay. Into the booklet making system, the bearings are making a clunking sound, so we're going to have to inspect those to ensure that the rollers are rolling evenly and that those bearings are okay. We'll likely have to replace many of them as well. Another thing we noticed from the samples is that the stitch is not activating on each and every book. So we'll have to look at the stitching heads and make sure that the stitch is being dropped for each book. But from here, we'll go on to the next stage, which is removing all the covers and doing a proper inspection visually of every single component of the machine. Okay, so now we're on to stage 2 of our rebuild process, which is a cover-off inspection of the machine itself. What we've done, we've taken the cover off of one of the collator towers, and what we'll have a look at here is we'll have a look at the drive system of the machine, both the belts and all of the gears, and we'll also inspect any of the mechanisms that actually fire that drive system. So once we've taken all the covers off of the machines and done a complete visual inspection of the parts required, we'll put together a list of the parts that we need to order and get in. As one of the leading Duplo distributors in North America, we obviously buy these parts directly from the manufacturer. So now we're on to stage 4 of this process, which is the actual rebuild. What we'll do is we'll take the components that we said are required, install them on the machine, and ensure that it's running back to the factory specifications. This is certainly the most time-consuming and detailed part of the rebuild. Each of our technicians is factory trained in order to install these components and test them. So this is where we add most of our value to the machine. So now that we have the machine fully rebuilt, we set the machine back up in our showroom and ensure that it's working correctly. We do a complete pre-delivery inspection, checking every bin, checking at the minimum and maximum of the factory specifications, and make sure that everything is running perfectly for you. That said, we're very detail-oriented here at Sydney Stone, making sure that you have a complete set of the manuals, that you have all of the accessories that you will require, and some stitching wire that you'll need to run the machine. We also have factory-trained technicians that will come along and install the unit for you, and provide you and your staff with a training session that will help you get started with the machine. We believe so much in our rebuilds that we'll provide you a complete warranty as well for the unit. So now you've seen our complete rebuilding process. Hopefully that gives you some more information and confidence in what we do here at Sydney Stone. Certainly I would encourage you, even if it's a bit premature right now, to contact your sales rep here and let them know what you might be looking at down the road. The process can take a bit of time to find the right machine for you and to ensure that it's been fully rebuilt for when you will need it. So do contact us. Our website is printfinishing.com and our toll-free number is 1-800-668-6055.